fairly dry corn. You can see it's dried up. There might be some blight in this corn even, we wondered. But it's always a good field. We're literally right up the road from the farm. And this is seeded, or this was alfalfa seeding a couple years ago. 2 years ago now. Last year we had this in corn after we took a cutting off. So then we put it back into corn. You can see we're up to the top of the truck here. And in spots, this corn will be chopper high. Without getting myself wet. There's some small ears in this section of the field, but there's some spots that the ears are pretty nice. There's Phil and Ben up in the Ford with the Detroit right now. And I am in the Ford with a live body on it. Can't really see anything with the rain. This field used to split not far from where we are right now, a little bit further up. And it was just two separate fields, but we put them together years back before I was in the picture. And now it's just one big field, I guess. I can't remember the exact acreage, but it's in the 30 range. Okay, you can kind of see right here where it dips down. Actually right out. Oh, no, my window's not going to work. There it goes. Came right down the hole. A couple of holes down in there. Up on the chopper here. We don't have that far to go till we're to the end of the row. This window sits down in here on a track. Well, it come off the track, and I just put it back on before we came out here down to this field. And I rolled it down to give you guys a good view of whatever it was, the corn maybe. And I pretty instantly came off the track again. And I could not get it back on in that short period I was trying to get some different angles. Of course, nothing. And he is chopping with a 7380 with an 8-row head on it. We used to have just a 7300 with a 6-row head. We got the 7380 2 years ago. Bought it used out of Pennsylvania. And it felt like a nice upgrade. The 8-row head fills trucks a lot faster than the 6-row head does. This truck has a window, of course. You can't see anything out of it right now. See that live body? But it's an older live body, just a Meyer. It's not like that new one that Howie's got on his truck there. Because I was lacking, I got too far behind the chopper, and now I got some roof silage. So I'm going to let Rick get to the end of this row, and we're going to go dump this off. For all who are concerned about my window, I appreciate your concern. I got it fixed at the bunk, even though it took me a minute or two. I mean, temporarily fixed, because it could very well fall off again, even if I don't mess with it. You never know. So I'm pulling back up to the chopper again, and when I did fix it, it stopped raining and I got hot. So we're gonna run alongside him now. See, probably nothing. dump this off, head back to the bunk. At least until it's time to feed calves in 45 minutes or so. Documentation, because I'm only going to take another load or two at most, and then our other driver should be here. Back in the cab so I don't drop you on the road or something. We got about an inch of rain last night, so we didn't get started till 1:30, 2 o'clock I don't think. It's 3:19 right now. Like I say, I think I'll get one more load and then the third driver ought to be here. He usually comes in after he's done at work. Yesterday when we were in the rain. It's sunny out right now. I started with my window closed and I got warm pretty quick. Now I'm in a t-shirt. I didn't even have to leave my sweatshirt on. Warmed right up when the sun came out. reason I gotta keep doing that is 'cause right here, it has a slope to it, and it doesn't always slide off of there clean. So I had to go backwards to jerk it a couple times so it would fall off. And I wouldn't usually get it that empty, but because it's my last load, I want to get the truck empty and parked. I don't know when I'll be out on this one again either. So that's all for now. I gotta go feed calves. Hopefully our fourth driver will be here. And when he is, or once I finish feeding calves and he's here, I'll get back on the bunk so that Dad can feed the cows.